On June 15, 2026, the football world stopped spinning. A nation of 500,000 people stood toe-to-toe with a European juggernaut of 50 million. Cabo Verde, making their World Cup debut, held Spain, the reigning European champions, to a 0-0 draw. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just luck. It was an absolute defensive masterclass. Today, we break down exactly how the Blue Sharks swallowed Spain's attack whole. To understand this upset, you have to look at the stats. Spain had 74% possession. They completed nearly 400 passes in the final third. They racked up an expected goals XG tally of 2.7. On paper, Spain wins this game 3-0 9 times out of 10. But Cabo Verde coach Pedro Brito engineered a low block so disciplined it looked like a military drill. The most mind-blowing stat? Cabo Verde committed exactly one foul the entire game, the fewest by any team in a World Cup match since 1966. No cheap tricks, no time wasting, no dark arts. Just pure, synchronized positional awareness that completely choked Spain's ball speed in the middle of the park. Even the best low blocks leak chances, and that's where 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha came in. 7 saves, 4 of them stunning, including a point-blank stop against Aymeric Laporte right before half-time. Vozinha actually had the second most touches of any Cabo Verde player, acting as the ultimate pressure release valve. In front of him, Dublin-born centre-back Pico Lopez was a brick wall, making 11 clearances and a crucial goal-saving block against Mikel Oyarzabal. They forced Spain to try and walk the ball into the net, entirely neutralizing the Spanish threat. We also have to look at Spain. Luis de la Fuente's men were lethargic. Striker Mikel Oyarzabal didn't even touch the ball until the 31st minute. It took the introduction of teenage sensation Lamine Yamal in the 71st minute to finally inject some unpredictability into Spain's attack. But by then, Cabo Verde's confidence was sky high. Spain lacked the clinical edge and rotational freshness required to break down a team willing to run through brick walls for their flag. Cabo Verde proved that the 48-team World Cup expansion hasn't diluted the talent. It's given the underdogs a stage. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe, and let's dive into our next World Cup phenomenon.